Hey, hey, Holly Capelli out here gardening in the Pacific Northwest, and today I'm planting garlic. Garlic is such a powerful plant to add to the garden. It's got tremendous amount of benefits to so many other plants around it. It deters pests like aphids and spider mites, Japanese beetles, snails, fungus gnats, and those cabbage loopers I hate so much. They actually accumulate sulfur, which is a naturally occurring fungicide. And that helps all kinds of plants, protects them from diseases. As a matter of fact, some people even make a spray out of their garlic powder as a natural DIY home remedy for fungal diseases. So it's so beneficial to plant. It also deters pests like deers and rabbits, the ones that want to come in and eat everything. So I really like planting my garlic on the edges of my beds. Keeps the deer out of what's in the middle of my beds. So that helps a lot. So garlic is a cool loving plant, usually planted in the fall before the ground freezes. Out here in the Pacific Northwest, or at least where I am in the greater Portland metro area, our ground doesn't freeze in the winter. And usually if it does, it would be very late in the winter season. So I think a big mistake often made out here anyway with planting garlic is that it gets put in the ground too soon. September, early October is just too soon in our area. So I find mine at least is more successful, less chance of rotting if I plant it at the end of October or beginning of November. Some people I know out here even plant theirs as a tradition on Thanksgiving. So it really does depend on where you're at and what the current weather is in your area. Garlic should be planted with the point facing up, and it should be planted 1 to 2 inches deep, about 4 inches apart. And there are numerous companion plants that benefit from being next to garlic. So many actually that we'll put them here for you. And then there are a few that should not be planted near garlic. Not as long of a list, but we'll put those here for you. I really hope all that worked out. One of the keys to successful organic gardening is really knowing companion plants, because they help each other not only to grow, to flourish, help provide nutrients that they need, but oftentimes they also deter pests and insects from them as well. So knowing your companion planting friends is definitely the key to success. So there are two main types of garlic, hardneck and softneck. And between those two, there are numerous varieties to choose from. Deciding which is best for you really depends on climate. Hardneck is the perfect choice for very cold winters. It is super cold hardy and can handle true winter. Whereas Softneck is really ideal for places that have a mild to warm winter. Out here in the Pacific Northwest, again, we're right there in the middle, so we get away with planting both types in the fall. Another difference is, of course, the greens. The hardneck is a tall, hard green stalk, whereas the softnecks are the ones where you see get braided in those beautiful braids when they're drying. Softneck tends to have lots of smaller but many cloves when you harvest, and hardneck, they say, has less but bigger cloves when you harvest. And of course, that would also vary with variety. But basically, you want to choose what is best for your climate and growing zone. Harvesting your garlic will happen anywhere from early to mid-summer, depending on when you planted it in the fall. And you'll know it's ready to harvest because the greens will start to die back and turn brown. When that happens, they're ready to pull. If you have the Softneck variety, they're ready to braid. They have to cure before you can use them. So you'll want to bundle them up and then hang them or lay them on screens in a cool, dark area for a couple weeks until they're completely dried. And then they're ready to use. Thanks so much for joining me today in my garden. Just a reminder to hit that subscribe button in case you haven't already so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos with Kellogg Garden. And you can also find me over at Instagram, Big Family Living, where I share my everyday happenings. Until then, happy gardening!